last night, showing us what we can do. It's not a wish, it's not a dream, but muscle in the bone, the power surging through the stream. We never stand alone. It says get up and wipe the dust. The story is not done. In hope we put our trust until the victory is won. They said be practical and safe. They told us to give in, but in the quiet of the chafe, the battle must begin. It's the silent promise that we keep when logic can't explain the energy that wakes from sleep and washes out the rain. It doesn't need a guarantee or proof within the hand. It's just the deep ability to bravely take a stand for the invisible yet real. The future we can claim, the way a broken heart can heal, fueled by this potent flame. We're climbing out of the rubble, reaching for the air, ignoring all the painful trouble, shedding every care. It is the rhythm of the tide, always pulling back to shore. The truth we cannot hide, forever wanting more. It's painted on the newborn face, etched in the ancient stone, a universal timeless grace, eternally our own. It's building drum beats with a strong driving electric guitar riff. The music swells with heavy synth layers, peaking with a powerful soaring crescendo that suggests overcoming a great obstacle. Now look around, the field is bright, the mist is cleared away. We built a fortress with the light, salvaged from yesterday. The strength we found within the doubt, the courage to believe. We shouted every fear right out. The future we conceive, we walk with purpose, shoulder high, a different kind of stride beneath the ever-changing sky, with nothing left to hide. Dude, hold on to hope, the anchor true. Don't let the feeling fade. The world is waiting just for you, a future finally made. It keeps on burning, forever bright, always true.
A needle drops, the record plays a sound I haven't heard, leaving behind the yesterdays, hanging on every word. My hand is on the door, unlatched, the air is cold and thin. A moment perfectly dispatched, where everything can begin. No looking back at what went wrong, no dwelling on the cost. This brand new rhythm makes me strong. The baggage has been lost, the engine's warm, the fuel is set, the map is still unrolled. The person I haven't met yet is brave and bright and bold. This is a start, the 0-hour ignition, the flashing green light, breaking out of old condition, stepping into the future's night, spinning forward, never pause, leaving the inertia in the dust. climbing up the lonely hill with nothing left to prove. But standing here at the edge now, the view is vast and free. A brand new sacred silent vow, just to simply be the person who can take the leap, who doesn't need a sign. Waking promises from sleep, but destiny defined. I feel the pulse beneath my shoes. The beat is getting faster. Choosing all the paths I choose, becoming my own master. It's the first brush stroke on the white canvas, the first step on the sand, before the details try to fight us. Holding my own hand, it's the pure potential of the seed before the bloom takes hold. Unnecessary, vital, need a story to be told. The energy is surging high, vibrating in the ground. We watch the old reflections die without a single sound. Too heavy, driving synth beat with a powerful bass drop, evolving into a melodic, rapidly low-beat synth line that creates a feeling of forward momentum and exhilarating speed. The finish line is out of sight, and that's the beauty, see. We only focus on the light and where we need to be. The momentum carries us along past all the hesitation, singing this brand new powerful song, fueled by sheer determination. We push the boundaries of the past, we shatter all the glass. This beautiful new journey lasts as quickly moments pass. The time is now, not later. Part of us, the brand new man, within the heart, the ultimate creator. Keep moving. Keep moving. The start is everything. The present moment starts to fade, memory so quick, a canvas perfectly unmade, a beautiful crucial trick. It isn't promised, isn't sure, it waits beyond the sight, a destination clean and pure, bathed in unknown light. We build a pathway with our steps, each choice a single brick, ignoring all the subtle threats, refusing every trick. It calls to us from the horizon, a whisper on the breeze, a perfect opportunity, relying on setting our souls at ease. This is the future, the unwritten script, the promise we can claim, beyond the movement of the limb, fueled by a brilliant flame. It holds the answers we don't know, the stories yet to break, the seeds of possibility. So for goodness gracious sake, we run towards it bold and fast, leaving the inertia in the dust, a destiny meant to truly last, driven by nothing but trust. The echoes of the past recede, the lessons we have learned, fulfilling every single need, the failures we have burned. It is the place where dreams come true, where potential finds its form, a perspective beautifully new, a shelter from the storm. We step across the threshold line into the vast unknown, a beautiful essential design finally fully shown. It waits for us to take the lead, to innovate and soar, planting every necessary seed, forever wanting more. We carry all our heavy hope into the coming time, giving our intentions scope. Climbing a higher paradigm, it is the chance to set things right, to fix the mistakes we made. Fueled by the forward-facing light in the cool and open shade. It doesn't judge the heavy cost or the roads we chose before. It only cares what is not lost, forever wanting more. Wanting more. Time and possibility. The air is sharp with anticipation. The feeling is intense, fueled by sheer determination, making perfect sense. I see the person I will be, strong and clear and bright. A perfect vital energy, stepping into the light. The landscape shifts, the vision grows with every single beat. The final destination shows, making the journey sweet.
frozen earth, where shadows used to lie, a quiet, necessary birth. Beneath the waiting sky, it had no voice, it had no sound, no banner to unfurl, just buried deep within the ground. A miniature new world, the winter's cold was unforgiving. The pressure weighed it down, but something deep inside was living. Beneath the sleepy town, it pushed against the ancient stone with a strength you couldn't see, a silent statement all alone, a sheer necessity. Oh, tiny sprout, the promised green, pushing through the dark, the most courageous thing I've seen, leaving a vital mark. It's the power of the first attempt, the flicker of the will, a future beautifully exempt from standing perfectly still, a vulnerable, fragile, perfect line reaching for the air, a truth so simple and divine, showing that someone cares. The sunlight filters through the leaves, a gentle warming touch, the air, the atmosphere receives meaning of so much. It doesn't rush, it takes its time, following its own pace, climbing to a higher paradigm. Fueled by a simple grace, the garden waits expectant now, for color and for height, answering a silent vow. Bathed in the growing light, it proves that even from the small, the strongest things can grow, answering the powerful call of all that we should know. We often overlook the start, the moment clean and new, ignoring the most vital part, the honest growing true. It's in the quiet dedication, the daily turning toward the sun, a silent, slow anticipation until the growing's done. It shows us that the biggest dream begins with something slight, a powerful, steady flowing stream, turning the darkness bright. Driving rhythm from simple percussion. Oh, the music has an upward ascending feel, suggesting growth and reaching. The leaves unfurl, a perfect shade, a vibrant, hopeful hue, the transformation it has made. Everything feels new, the strength it took to break the soil, the battle it has won, a beautiful reward for toil. Beneath the rising sun, I feel that energy within, a push to rise and climb, knowing exactly where to begin, transcending space and time. Tall sprouts so fresh and green, forever rising high, the greatest future ever seen. Beneath the boundless sky, it keeps on growing, never stopping, forever young.
Breaking point, a powerful crash, and in the lonely
distortion, no way to look away. A spiritual exertion marking a brighter day. The intensity is overwhelming, it burns away the lies. My old identity is crumbling, reflected in my eyes. It strips the pain and shows the wood, the structure underneath. Misunderstood, misunderstood. Escaping from the wreath of tangled vines and heavy thoughts that held me in their grip. Now everything I always sought is flowing from my lip. I step outside the cave I knew, accepting all the heat. The path ahead is clear and new, a victory bittersweet. It's not just sunshine, warm and mild. It's knowledge hard-won, earned. The fire of an awakened child, a lesson deeply learned. It shines upon the dark intent, the motive hidden deep. The energy that God has sent, the secrets that we keep. It demands that we stand tall, accountable and bold, answering the powerful call, a story to be told. With a pulsing rhythm section, the music escalates into a noisy harmonic section that mimics a sudden brilliant flash, followed by a clear sustained chord progression representing clarity. Now I can see the distant shore, the outline of the land. I don't have to search anymore, guided by this strong hand. I hold the mirror to my face, accepting every flaw, embracing all the time and space, governed by natural law. The smallest dust particle glows, illuminated and vast. The mighty river freely flows, leaving behind the past. At your light, the only way forward through the dark, shining on us every day, leaving its sacred mark. It keeps on shining forever bright. They told me slow down, take a breath. They said it's just a game, but this is bigger than mere death. It's fueling the inner flame, it's a reckless fire in the bone, a force I can't restrain. A constant heat I've always known running through every vein. The air is crackling when I move, the atmosphere ignites. I have everything to prove under the pulsing lights. This isn't just about the winner standing at the top, it's a furious way I dive right in, and the promise never to stop. This is the passion, the white hot core, the reason I exist. Pushing harder, demanding more with a tightly clenched fist. It's the beautiful, dangerous obsession, the hunger and the drive, a sacred, urgent possession, keeping the soul alive. living bright and bold. I feel the sweat upon my brow, the ache within my chest. There is no compromise right now, putting everything to the test. I'm living on the edge of reason, dancing on the wire that's necessary. Wild trees and fueled by consuming fire. The hours melt away like wax, the world dissolves to blur, ignoring all the painful facts. The future is now for sure. It's not a choice, it's a command. It's deeply in my soul, moving across the burning sand, taking complete control. It grabs me when I try to rest, it pulls me back to work, putting all the skills possessed with just a single jerk. It's louder than the doubt and fear, stronger than common sense, drawing every single critic near, paying the recompense. This relentless, demanding heat burning away the slide, turning failures into sweet, sweet fuel for the light. It grabs me, weight of power as it pulls me back to land, heading all the skills possessed with just a single jerk. It's louder than the doubt and fear, stronger than common sense, drawing every single critic near, paying the recompense. This relentless, demanding heat burning away the slide, turning failures into sweet, sweet fuel for the light. Break it powerful, fast tempo, drum machine beat with aggressive, distorted synth bass, a rapid, virtuosic synth-led melody cuts through the mix, full of adrenaline and unrelenting energy. I see the finish line ahead, a shimmering distant goal. My ancestors rise from the dead, claiming back their toll. They whisper, go and give it all, leave nothing on the floor, answering the powerful call, forever wanting more. My focus locks, my vision clears, everything falls into place, drying away the useless tears, winning the crucial race. After passion, passion burns so bright, never ever die, carrying me through the darkest night, reaching for the sky, it keeps on roaring, forever strong, forever fair. Forever fair.
The sun is setting soft and slow, painting the concrete street with a beautiful, rich, luxurious glow, making the feeling sweet. It's not the metal locked away, the treasure hard and cold, but the warmth reflected at the close of day, a story to unfold. I walk through fields of ripened grain, swaying in the gentle breeze, a color washing out the pain, putting my soul at ease. They chase the fortune and the fame, the weight of heavy things, but gold is more than just a name. The joy this freedom brings, oh, this is golden, the pure unburdened light, the wealth that cannot fade, a perfect, beautiful, precious sight, a life that we have made. It's the value that resides inside, the spirit strong and true, a confidence we cannot hide. In everything we do, it shines on every quiet grace, every loving gentle touch, filling up this empty space, meaning oh so much. The promises we bravely keep, the friendships that endure, the strength that wakes us from our sleep, a knowledge clean and pure. That time is the ultimate resource, more precious than the mind. Following the natural course, fueled by a truth divine. A memory cherished from the past, a moment held so dear. A masterpiece built to last, conquering every fear. It's in the laughter, clear and bright, the easy shed content, bathing everything in light, a gift divinely sent. We search for brilliance in the dark, where shadows try to lie, ignoring the essential mark beneath the endless sky. But true gold is not refined by heat, it's not acquired or bought. It is the feeling, beautifully complete, the lesson deeply taught, of knowing what is truly worth the effort and the strife, the gentle vital sense of worth, the beauty of this hand. The street lights turn on one by one, but their shine is pale and weak compared to the setting powerful sun. The comfort that I seek, I bring this brightness to my core, a shield against the night, forever wanting something more. Bathed in this steady light, I hold this precious feeling tight, accepting every flaw, knowing that my inner light transcends all earthly law. Oh, go, the spirit's you, forever rich and deep, the truth inside of me and you, the promises we keep, it keeps on shining, always true, pure and bright, pure and bright, pure and bright. The window pane is painted gray, the silence holds its breath. Another night has slipped away, defying fear and death. A gentle nudge beneath the sheets, the very first faint glow. The world outside in quiet repeats, a soft and steady flow. I hear the coffee starting to brew, a distant happy sound. And all the worries I went through are buried underground. The clock ticks over, marking time, the shadows start to fade. A simple, perfect paradigm, a new beginning made. Oh, morning is broken, like a quiet, tender dream, washing over every token, a fresh and flowing stream. The light is spilling in the room, chasing back the deep dark blue, dispelling every trace of gloom. Everything feels new. This is the moment, calm and clear, before the rush takes hold, a promise whispered to the ear, more precious than pure gold. I pull the curtains back to see the dew upon the lawn. The early birds sing melody, celebrating the dawn. The scent of earth and waking flowers, a subtle clean perfume, filling up these quiet hours, escaping winter's gloom. The traffic starts its distant hum, the world begins to stir. But here right now the peace has come, no need to rush or blur. The first deep breath, the cleansing sigh, letting the tension cease beneath the ever-widening sky. Enveloped in sweet peace, the air skin. A feeling so serene, a quiet strength from deep within. A vibrant, hopeful scene, it doesn't ask for grand parades or thunder in the sky. Just tiny, simple, helpful aids as moments hurry by. A perfect blank slate laid out flat, ready for ink and thought, where yesterday is history. That's what the morning brought. Acoustic guitar slowly building in intensity, adding gentle drums and warm strings to convey a feeling of optimistic rising. The sun climbs higher, gaining strength, a brilliant burning crown. It stretches out its golden length over the sleeping town. The steam rises from my cup, a beautiful sight to see. I know exactly what's next up, a chance for you and me to write a chapter fresh and bright, without a single stain, embracing all the morning light, releasing all the pain. Here to stay until the day is through, a brand new start, come what may, forever fresh and true. It keeps on coming, always here, a hopeful constant friend. It keeps on shining, never disappears, never gives up its bend.
On the wall, it stopped ticking at noon. I don't mind the silence, I welcome the tune of the breeze through the window, the dust on the pane. No appointments are calling, no rush in the rain. The coffee's gone cold, but I still hold the mug. Quiet contentment, like lying on a rug. I watch how the light stretches long on the floor. I have nothing to do, I need nothing more. Just this moment of quiet, this blissful delay, a beautiful stillness throughout the day. The shadows are dancing, slow and serene, the laziest Saturday I have ever seen. This feeling of hanged you round, a word for the soul, no schedule to manage, relinquishing control, just sitting and breathing, letting the world spin. This deep, easy peace coming from within. I ignore all calls. I'm living right here, in the moment I'm found. No frantic distractions, no stress can surround. Just a simple act of existing, slow and complete. A rhythm of comfort, incredibly sweet. The book is left open, page 17 lost. I forgot the story, not counting the cost. The birds in the garden, they sing without fear. Their only ambition is simply to be here. I follow their notes, a melody soft, drifting and floating high up aloft, letting my thoughts wander free as a kite, lost in the quiet, embraced by the light. The noise of the city is muted and far. I've chosen my silence wherever you are. No frantic chasing, no fear of the lack. There's an ocean of time, there is no turning back. To the speed and the hurry, the frantic old pace, I found freedom right here in this wide empty space. Oh, the unhurried sun, painting gold on the walls. I answer no questions, I ignore all calls. I'm living right here, in the moment I'm found. No frantic distractions, no stress can surround. Just a simple act of existing, slow and complete. A rhythm of comfort, incredibly sweet. The gold is now fading, turning soft blue, and the peaceful quiet will always be true. I rest in the stillness, forever unbound. This is the silence where true peace is found. My spirit is calm, my soul is at ease. Just the sound of the wind, softly rustling the trees. Whoa. Pain is shaking now, the silence starts to break. No time for fear, no need to bow, for goodness gracious sake. That crimson glow, that fiery light, pushing out the deep, breaking the stronghold of the night. While all the city's asleep, the bass line drops, the rhythm starts right here inside my chest, tearing the tired world apart, putting the soul to the test. Hear the call, a mighty roar, louder than yesterday's sight, knocking hard upon the door beneath the brilliant sky. We hit the ground, we're running fast, no looking at the clock. The heavy memories of past, breaking the simple lock. Oh, here comes the sun, the ultimate rush, pushing through the cold, a sudden powerful, glorious push, more precious than pure gold. It's a brand new beat, a fast-paced track, the energy is high. There is no chance of turning back beneath the boundless sky. Feel the heat, the future's calling loud, moving to the vibrant beat, escaping every cloud. The shadows disappear so quick, they vanish in the glare. This perfect, beautiful, simple trick hanging in the air. I feel the power in my feet, I'm ready for the run. The feeling is perfectly sweet. Beneath the morning sun, we're fueled by hope, we're built to last, resilient and so strong, ignoring all the weary past where we didn't belong. The world is open, clean and vast, a landscape yet to see, the freedom that is finally cast over you racetrack. The energy is high. The air is so filled with sound. The morning has begun. There's no more searching to be found. The victory is won. We soak up every single ray, the warmth upon the face, living intensely every day with a newfound vital grace. We move together side by side, embracing all the heat. The energy we cannot hide, completing the sweet beat. Ooh, sun is up, we fly so high, the rush is in our soul. Forever under the bright sky, making us perfectly whole. Keep on shining, never slowing down. Run, 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 run.
I stand beneath the jagged peak. The air is thin and cold. A silence that begins to speak, a story to be told. The path is steep, the stones are loose, the map is incomplete. There is no space for an excuse, no way to find retreat. They said it's madness, turn around. The risk is far too high, but in this lonely barren ground, I feel myself come alive. It's not the prize, it's not the fame that pulls me up the side. It's calling out my secret name, nowhere left to hide. This is the challenge, the wall in front of me, the necessary test, the sheer audacity to be free, putting fear to rest. I tie the knots and take a grip, ignoring all the doubt, a determined movement of the lip, letting the courage out. It doesn't care if I should fail or if I lose the ground. It only asks that I prevail without a single sound. My muscles scream, my lungs burn deep. The summit seems so far. The promises I had to keep beneath the morning star. The pressure mounts with every step, the gravity is strong. waters part, the wind begins to howl. A powerful surge within my heart, ignoring the empty scowl. I push the last few weary feet onto the flat expanse. A victory beautifully sweet, a momentary trance. The view is worth the heavy climb. The air is pure and bright, transcending space and passing time, bathed in the blinding light. Challenge, challenge, face the fear. What more can you demand? The reason we are standing here, holding the promised land, we keep on climbing, always high, never settling down.
Sea, a boundary drawn in blue, a constant deep infinity, forever vast and new. I stand upon the rugged shore where granite meets the spray, listening to the ancient roar that washes grief away. The water stretches out so far, a mirror to the sky, guided by the distant star where sleeping fish lie. It holds the stories of the ages, the ships that sailed and fell, turning all the silent pages beneath the ocean swell. Oh, we see the blue boundary, deep and dark and cold, holding secrets for the century, a history untold. The currents pull with silent might, demanding we respect a perfect blend of dark and light, a moment to reflect. The horizon is a clean, sharp cut where everything begins, a powerful, relentless rut washing away our senses. The fishing boats go out at dawn, their tiny lights aglow, chasing shadows far upon the ebb and steady flow. They know the temperament and mood, the sudden breaking squall, misunderstood, misunderstood, answering the ocean's call. The ancient islands, dark and proud, stand sentinel and true, wrapped up in a heavy shroud, painted in morning dew. I taste the salt upon the wind, a mineral sharp perfume, a connection that will never end, escaping the sealed room. It is the place where morning wakes, the first sight of the sun, the fiery oath the daylight takes when the dark night is run. A powerful dramatic stage for the eternal fight, turning over every page, fueled by the blinding light. We draw throw my troubles to the waves, watching them disappear. The strength that the ocean saves, conquering every fear. The endless motion, never still, a powerful steady beat. Climbing slowly up the lonely hill, finding my own 2 feet. The clarity of the wide blue, a meditated space. A perspective beautifully new, a necessary grace. It's all easy, forever strong, forever deep and wide. This is where we belong, standing by your side. It keeps on moving, always found, forever true. The wind was sharp, the day was long, the concrete felt so cold. I hummed a broken, weary song, feeling completely old. I pulled my collar tight around against the brutal chill. No friendly face was to be found, standing perfectly still. But then I walked into this space where everything felt right. A beautiful, familiar grace, a soft and friendly light. It wasn't heat, it wasn't flame, no fire roared and cracked. Just calling out a simple name, the love I always lacked. This is the one, the gentle frequency, the shelter from the storm. A simple, pure transparency, keeping my spirit warm. It's like a blanket made of wool, pulled close around the heart, filling up the empty pool, preventing things from falling apart. A hand that reaches out to hold when all the world is cruel, more precious than a story told, a necessary tool. It sits beside me in the chair, a quiet, steady glow, a feeling that it's good to care, a silent yes, you know. It's in the steaming perfect cup, held firmly in my hand. When I feel like giving up, it helps me understand that sanctuary isn't found in stone or walls that stand up tall. It's in the fact I'm not alone, answering friendship's call. The easy laughter in the room, the sharing of a plate, dispelling all the winter gloom, sealing away the hate. It isn't loud, it doesn't boast, it operates on low, the thing that matters to me most. The comfort starts to grow, it softens all the jagged edges, melts away the ice, filling up the empty ledges, paying the heavy price of vulnerability and trust, accepting simple grace, turning all space. Clean electric guitar chords played with heavy reverb and delay, supported by a gentle rolling drum beat and a soft piano melody, creating a cozy and expansive feeling. The sun is setting soft and deep outside the window pane. While all the troubled world can sleep, we shelter from the rain. We share a moment safe and true, where honesty can live. A beautiful perspective new, the love we freely give. This inner sense of being safe, completely and profound, escaping all the painful chafe without a single sound. I know warmth surrounding all, never letting go, answering the deepest call, watching the spirit grow. It keeps on hugging, forever near, so very kind. I'll keep away. The pulse beneath the skin, a steady, simple beat. The necessary start within, make an existence sweet. It doesn't need a guarantee or logic to explain, just pure relentless energy, pushing through the pain. From tiny cell to giant whale, across the barren land, the breath we draw that cannot fail, guided by an unseen hand. A fragile, precious, fleeting grace, a miracle so clear, a sacred, universal space, conquering every fear. Oh, life, the power rushing in, the reason that we stand, the purest passion to begin. Across this precious land, it's in the laughter and the cry, the sun upon the face, beneath the vast and endless sky, held in this time and space. It says, go on and give your all, leave nothing left unsaid, answering the powerful call of the living and not the dead. The forest grows, the river flows, a tapestry of green, the mystery that only grows, the most magnificent scene. The way the injured creature heals, the self-repairing art, the truth the weary spirit feels, deep inside the heart. It clings to edges, breaks the stone, finds water where it must, a silent battle fought alone, rising from the dust. It's the ultimate creative force, the magic in the light, following its natural course through the longest night. We complicate the simple gift with worry and with stress, but all we need is a simple lift to feel this blessedness. It is the rhythm of the heart, the fire in the blood, a beautifully essential start, conquering the flood. It doesn't ask for wealth or fame or answers to the why, just calling out its powerful name beneath the endless sky. feeling the subtle breeze. A powerful, beautiful, simple prayer put in my soul at ease. To be a part of this great flow, the constant ebb and tide, the deepest wisdom that we know, nowhere left to hide. I cherish every single day, the moment I possess, washing all the doubt away, accepting the tenderness of life, the strongest force, forever here and now, following its vital course, honoring the sacred vow. It keeps on beating, forever strong, forever
The world is hushed beneath the weight of midnight's velvet cloak. The darkest hour when we wait for whispered words to be spoke. It's not the sleep of deep repose, nor the bright light of day. It's the silent time the river flows before the skies turn gray. The city sleeps, the engine still a pause in every beat, climbing slowly up the hill with weary, restless feet. A deep blue wash upon the land, a stillness in the air, holding secrets in its hand, a heavy weight to bear. Oh, the hour before the sun breaks through, the sacred quiet dawn, when doubts and dreams feel sharp and new before the day is born. It's the time for silent meditation, a flicker in the dark, a moment of anticipation, leaving its fragile mark. The cold air bites, but there is grace in this deep fading night, searching for a promised space, a sliver of new light. The stars hang low, their power vast, slowly yielding ground, knowing that their reign will pass without a single sound. I walk the empty duet streets where no one else can see. The silence perfectly completes the lonely heart of me. I count the minutes, slow and deep, the turning of the tide, the promises the darkness keep, we're nowhere left to hide. This thin blue line on the horizon, a signal from afar, a lonely traveler relying on that one emerging star. It is the bridge between the two, the ending and the start, a moment vulnerable and true, revealing every part. The lessons learned, the past we strayed, everything laid bare, the plans that silently we made, suspended in the air. We stand right here threads creating a vast, deep soundscape, gradually introducing gentle percussion and a rising, sustained electric guitar note to signify the coming light. A blush of rose, a hint of gold touching the tallest spire, a story waiting to unfold, fueled by an inner fire. The shadows shrink and lose their hold, banished by the glow, a beauty brave and uncontrolled, starting to brightly show. The sleepy world will soon awake, pulled by this stunning sight. But now for just the morning's sake, we witness the rebirth of light. Hello tonight. Hello to grace, the dawn is breaking near, leaving the dark and empty space, chasing away the fear. The hour before light, forever turning towards the sun.
Drive towards that single point where sky and water meet, a perfect, beautiful joint, completing the concrete. It's not a barrier, not a wall, but a promise made of light, answering a silent call, shining through the night. It stretches out forever long, beyond the human view, a steady, silent, powerful song, eternally brand new. The mind begins to wander there, to lands I've never seen, a whisper carried on the air, where the future must convene. Oh, horizon, the line of knowing, where the vision starts to blur. Seeds of possibility sowing, making the moment pure. It's the edge of the known domain, the ultimate divide, washing away the heavy stain, with nothing left to hide. It tempts us just to sail away, to push beyond the shore, promising a better day, forever asking more. The sailing ship becomes a dot, then disappears from sight, in that beautiful, powerful spot, bathed in the morning light. It proves that movement can exist, that journeys can be made, breaking through the lingering mist, shedding the old cascade of heavy thoughts and weary doubt that held me in the past, shouting every fear right out. A structure built to last, I measure all my dreams by it, that thin and steady line, a constant, endless, perfect fit, the future intertwined. It's not attainable, you see, a paradox so clear. The closer that we try to be, the further it appears. A beautiful, frustrating truth, a necessary chase. It keeps us searching
reaching from our youth across this time and space. If we could reach that perfect seam, the striving would be lost. It fuels the necessary dream, regardless of the cost. Driving synth-free pitch release, building a sense of forward motion, layers of swirling ambient pads create a feeling of vast open space. The music peaks with a series of clean delayed guitar notes that sound like distant calls. Now evening comes, the sun dips low, painting the line with red. A final dazzling, brilliant show, answering what was said. The colors deepen, rich and fine. Gold turns into deep blue. It holds the memory vast and divine of all that we went through. The silent witness to the tide, the turning of the year with nowhere left on earth to hide. Everything is clear. Lead the way, forever calling out.